الله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين وعلى صحابته المرتجبين. All listeners, here is the English version on the explanation and benefits of the Mauzaten Surah, which have been presented with our dialects. Then, we told ourselves about the two basic parts of a human being, which the first is the soul, and which the other organs of the body serves as the second. Which we explained that the two needed protection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and what this Mauzaten Surah was revealed for. Also, on the occasion of the revelation of this surah, there are some narrations cited in most of commentary books to the effect that the Holy Prophet was affected by some magic incantation practiced by a few Jews and became sick. Gabriel came down and indicated the place of the magic paraphernalia, which were hidden at the bottom of a well by the Jews. They were taken out of the well, and then these verses were recited, and the physical condition of the prophet improved. But this kind of narration was rejected by some researchers for the uncommon reasons. Firstly, the surahs are popularly known as Meccan surahs, and the tone of the verses are also similar to Meccan surahs. While the problem which the prophets had with the Jews occurred mostly in Medina, and this itself served as a testimony that this kind of narration are not correct. Secondly, if the prophets could so be easily affected by the witchcraft of sorcerers so much that he became sick and stayed in bed before the providers who sent him for such a great and important mission, which is the prophecy, protected him against the witchcraft of sorcerers, it would have also been easy to stop him from his great goal. Thirdly, if sorcery is to have had an effect on the body of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, then people might imagine that witchcraft would affect his holy soul too, and his thoughts will be subject to the witchcraft of sorcerers. So, this idea would destroy the principle of confidence in the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. However, with the stated reason, the above narration can be said to be an incorrect narration, which did not comply with the occasion of revelation of the Surah, which is for protection of woman's soul and body. The first surah stated, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq min sharri ma khalaq wa min sharri ghasikin idha waqab wa min sharri naffasati fil uqad wa min sharri hasidin idha hasad, which means, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Say, I take refuge with the Lord of the dawn, from the evil of what He has created, and from the evil of the dark night when it comes, and from the evil of those who blow on knots, and from the evil of the envious one when he envies. In the first verse of the surah, the Holy Prophet himself, peace be upon him, as a model and leader, is addressed, and the command is, Say, I take refuge with the Lord of the dawn. Here, it is shown that the Prophet was commanded by someone, which is Allah, and surely was not saying by himself. So, this proves that the Quran was the word of God and not the Prophet's sayings. The surah moved on as stated, from the evil of what He has created. This says we should seek refuge with Allah from the evil of all wicked creatures, wicked men, jinn, animals, and evil happenings, and from the evil of the carnal soul. And absolutely, it is stated that Allah is the creator of all these wicked creatures, as stated by the surah. The surah continued as, and from the evil of the dark night when it comes. Therefore, as stated earlier, the term Kasik was used in the verse under discussion means either attacker or any evil creation that uses the cover of the night to attack, because not only wild and biting animals come out of the dens at night and cause damage, but also filthy, defiled persons often misuse the darkness of the night for their wicked aims when all other creatures are asleep. The surah also stated and from the evil of those who blow on knots, which means practicing secret arts. Many commentators have interpreted the Fakot with the meaning of witches who blow on knots with a kind of incantation by which they practice sorcery. Of course, it should be noted that apart from the former occasion of revelation, there is no trace in the verse to show that it properly refers to the witchcraft of or sorcerers. And supposing that the verse be rendered so, it is not an evidence that the occasion of revelation is right. It only denotes that Holy Prophet sought refuge to Allah from the evil of sorcerer, just like elderly people seek refuge to Allah from the disease of cancer when they have not been attacked by it. Then the surah was completed by, and from the evil of the envious one when he envies. The verse shows that envy is the worst and most disgraceful quality of the wicked actions because the Quran has counted it equal to the behavior of sausage animal, biting snake, and the tempered satans. This is the least we could explain on the Surat Al-Falaq, and Surat Al-Nas will be presented by the grace of Allah, and after this will be Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.